Undivided inner energy is sovereignty. Divided inner energy is servitude. I'll be precise. Sovereignty means there is one center inside you. Servitude means there are many masters inside you. That is the entire difference. Undivided inner energy is sovereignty. When energy is undivided, attention stays where you place it. Action flows without friction. Decisions are simple. Rest is actually rest. You are not reacting. You are not adjusting yourself to the room. You are not checking who's watching. Nothing external is pulling your inner posture. This is sovereignty. Not dominance, not control over others, self rule. You are governed from the inside. Divided inner energy is servitude. When energy is divided, you may look free, but internally, you are taking orders all day. Orders from approval seeking, fear of loss, desire for advantage, image management, comparison. You wake up already responding. You say yes when you mean no. You stay when you should leave. You speak when silence is true. You stay silent when truth wants to move. That is servitude. Not because someone enslaved you, because your wants own you. The illusion of freedom. Most people think freedom is more options, more money, more access. But look carefully. The more they have, the more they must maintain. Reputation, network, momentum, lifestyle, narrative. They cannot stop, they cannot disappear, they cannot disappoint. That is not freedom. That is a golden leash. Sovereignty is quiet. A sovereign man does not announce independence, does not rebel, does not justify his choices. He simply does not comply internally. He may cooperate externally, but his center is untouched. Why sovereignty feels empty at first? When you drop division, no constant stimulation, no identity reinforcement, no emotional spikes, the mind calls this boring. But boredom is just withdrawal from dependency. Stay. On the other side, clarity, steadiness, natural joy, depth of perception. The final distinction. Sovereignty does not mean isolation. Servitude does not mean poverty. You can be socially active and sovereign. You can be materially successful and sovereign. And you can be materially successful and deeply enslaved. The metric is simple. Can you drop anything, status, comfort, approval, advantage, without inner resistance? If yes, you rule yourself. If no, something else does. That is why this is not poetic language. Undivided inner energy is sovereignty, because nothing inside you gives orders except clarity itself. Divided inner energy is servitude, because you are constantly obeying what you have not questioned. The real metric of freedom. Freedom is not what you can acquire. Freedom is what you can let go of instantly. The moment you cannot drop something without inner protest, that thing has authority over you. Not symbolically, literally. It dictates your behavior, your silence, your compromises. That is ownership. Inner resistance is the giveaway. Inner resistance appears as justification, fear, bargaining, delay, self-deception. You tell yourself, now is not the right time. I lose too much. People will misunderstand. I have come too far. That voice is not wisdom. It is dependency speaking. Anything that requires explanation to drop already owns you. Status, comfort, approval, advantage. Why these are dangerous? These are not physical needs. They are psychological crutches. They provide identity, emotional safety, orientation in the world. Lose them, and most people don't just lose convenience. They lose who they think they are. That's why they obey. Obedience without a master. Modern servitude has no king, no chains. You obey algorithms, expectations, narratives, future projections, imagined judgments. You wake up serving invisible forces, and because no one is visibly oppressing you, you call it choice. Sovereignty is obedience to clarity alone. A sovereign person still follows something, clarity. Clarity has no agenda, no future payoff, no image to protect. When clarity says, stay, you stay, leave, you leave, speak, you speak, drop it, you drop it. No inner debate. That absence of debate is not discipline, it is alignment. Why most people never experience this? Because they are afraid of the emptiness that comes first. When you drop what owns you, the dopamine spikes disappear, the narrative collapses, the future loses its grip. There is a brief vacuum. The mind panics and says, this is dangerous. It is not dangerous, it is unfamiliar sovereignty. This is why it is not poetic. Poetry comforts. This does not. This is a diagnostic tool. Ask yourself honestly, can I disappear for a while without anxiety? Can I lose respect without bitterness? Can I simplify without feeling diminished? Can I be misunderstood without correcting the record? Your answers reveal your ruler. The final cut. You don't need to overthrow society. You don't need to renounce the world. You need to see moment to moment who you are obeying inside. If it is fear, desire, image, or advantage, you are serving. If it is clarity, you are sovereign. Everything else is decoration. Moment to moment is everything. People think obedience is a big life decision. Career, marriage, money. It is not. Obedience happens in micro movements. A pause before speaking, a smile you didn't mean, silence when truth was alive, action taken to avoid discomfort. Every moment, something inside issues a command. Most people never ask, who just gave that order? They only execute. The four false rulers. Let's make this concrete. Fear. Fear says, don't lose this. Don't be exposed. Don't be alone. When fear is obeyed, you delay, you dilute, you conform. Fear always demands self-betrayal first, safety second. Desire. Desire says, just this once. You deserve it. It will complete you. Desire is not evil, but when it commands, attention fragments, patience collapses, presence disappears. You become pulled, not directed. Image. Image says, how will this look? Who is watching? What will they think? Image turns life into a performance. You are never here. You are managing perception. This is exhausting servitude. Advantage. Advantage says, be strategic. Don't say that it. This isn't optimal. Advantage pretends to be intelligence, but it avoids truth when truth is inconvenient. It creates clever prisoners. How clarity is different. Clarity does not argue. It does not persuade. It does not threaten. It is quiet, immediate, obvious. When clarity is present, the body relaxes. Action is simple. There is no aftertaste of regret, even when the action is difficult. Clarity may cost you comfort, status, approval, but it never costs integrity of energy. The litmus test. After an action, ask, did I feel lighter or heavier? Heaviness, it means obedience to something externalized inside. Lightness, it means obedience to clarity. No philosophy needed. Why people avoid this saying? Because saying reveals how little is actually chosen. You discover how often fear decides, how often image speaks, how often desire hijacks attention. The ego hates this exposure. So people stay busy enough not to notice who's in charge. Sovereignty is not control, it is honesty. You don't fight fear, you see it. You don't suppress desire, you recognize it. The moment something is seen clearly, it loses authority, not by effort, by exposure. The final precision. You're always obeying something. The question is not, am I free? The question is, who am I answering to right now? If the answer is fear, desire, image, advantage, you are serving. If the answer is clarity, you are sovereign. That is the whole path. Nothing mystical, nothing heroic, just ruthless seeing, moment to moment. So, undivided inner energy is not a virtue, a goal, or a lifestyle choice. It is the natural state that remains when inner conflict ends. Sovereignty does not come from controlling the world, it comes from not being ruled inside. When energy is undivided, there is one center, action is clean, silence is effortless, nothing external owns you. When energy is divided, there are many masters. Life becomes negotiation, rest becomes shallow, you obey without noticing. Servitude today is subtle. It wears the face of ambition, strategy, image, and self improvement. But the measure is simple. Who gives the order inside? If it is fear, desire, image, or advantage, you serve. If it is clarity, you rule yourself. Nothing more is required. Nothing less will do.